Hello, my name's Trish and I'm petite. I'm 5'2" to be exact, and to save you a Google, that's 157 centimeters. Now, unfortunately, not a lot of brands do a good job of catering to people who are less than average height. There are some exceptions, like Everlane, Karen Millen do a petite range, and so do Reiss. Everlane would be my favourite because they offer their trouser and jeans in different inseam lengths, which is extremely customizable and just incredibly convenient, but hardly any other brands do the same. So for the most part, if you're petite like me, you just have to buy the regular versions and either style it, tweak it, or tailor it to make it suit your body. So having said all that, I'm here to show you some hero items that you can leverage if you are petite. So let's get into it. Before we do though, I'd really love if you consider subscribing to the channel. I post new videos every week and it will make sure you never miss one. One of the earliest mistakes I made was thinking that long layers would swamp my frame. I am 5'2", as I said at the start, so I always thought long layers would just look ridiculous on me. And it wasn't until I actually started paying attention to my wardrobe, what I was wearing and how I was wearing it, and taking photos and videos of my outfits, that I realized that actually what a long layer does is it creates a long visual line which does not swamp the frame, it elongates the frame. And so I think when you compare my two layers here, my two outerwear layers. So on the left, I have this duster from H&M, which just comes to above my knee. And on the right, I have this trench coat from Massimo Dutti that I would have featured in many of my previous videos. And you can see that this comes to just below the knee. And in my opinion, the trench coat is a much better layer for lengthening my frame overall. I think it looks a lot more flattering. It's the same reason I really like this midi length coat from Ted Baker as well. Again, it brings the line to below my knees and just creates just a longer look, which helps me look just a little bit taller. Again, when you compare it to the duster, I think it's a much better look. It makes for a much more streamlined outfit. And so look, these days, I would always go for a longer layer. I try not to cut my body off kind of around the midpoint or at my widest part, which would be my hips. I always try to put a long layer where I can over my outfits. The next essential item for petites is high-waisted bottoms, and this pair from Oasis are a really good example. Not only do they accentuate my narrowest point, which is my waist, and you can see that lovely silver buckle as well, which is a detail that draws the eye to that narrowest point, which makes them really, really flattering. But in addition, because they're high-waisted, they elongate my entire leg length. So before, I used to wear mid-rise pants all of the time. I grew up in the 90s, so I even tried a few low-rises here and there, and that was a mistake. And since I've switched over to high-rise pants, I just haven't looked back because they make my legs and therefore my frame look so much longer, which is really useful, not just for looking a little bit taller, but also for making my outfits look more balanced and as though they fit well on my frame. It doesn't make me look short, it makes me look proportional overall, which again is really flattering and makes the outfit work. This next item is a natural follow-on from the high-waisted trouser, and it is trousers with vertical stripes. That includes pants with racer stripes on the side, and I think this type of design is so flattering, so elongating, and just really beautiful. And it also adds a bit of an edge to an outfit as well, which I really, really like. Now, I can't show you any cutaways because I don't own any yet, but I do love this pair here from Reiss. I also wanted to point out though that, vertical stripes is what you want, not horizontal stripes. Like this pair of pants here, you can see is not only kind of low to mid-waisted, which on me anyway wouldn't look good as a petite, but also the stripes are going horizontally, which widens the whole frame and is just generally unflattering. I think you have to have an amazing kind of narrow figure to pull that type of look off. It certainly wouldn't work on me, it would make me look shorter than I am. So I would stick with the vertical stripes, and bonus points if the pants are high-waisted as well, like these. Just because you're petite does not mean you have to wear high heels. There are plenty of flat and low-heeled options that will look really, really flattering. So for example, these shoes from Vivaya have a beautiful deep V vamp, and what that means is that automatically draws the eye down the leg and gives a leg lengthening and flattering effect. And of course, the design of the shoe just looks beautiful. My other favourite option for flat shoes is to choose a skin coloured shoe, because that will just blend into your skin tone and again create a leg lengthening effect. So again, these shoes are also from Vivaya, and they're a beautiful ivory colour which matches my particular skin tone. Now obviously when I say skin toned, whatever your skin tone is the one you should choose. So for me that means an ivory colour. And these shoes get bonus points as well because they are pointed toe, and that pointed toe gives a leg lengthening effect as well. So these are really, really flattering to wear, especially if you're on the shorter side like me. Now, I do like a heel, but I think wearing heels is more a matter of preference and proportion. So for example, for me, I have short legs in comparison to my overall height. I also happen to be petite, but you don't have to be petite to have a shorter leg for your overall height. So to give my legs a bit of a boost and to even out my proportions, I do like to wear a heel. And I particularly love these Chanel dupes from Etsy. So they have the black cap on the toe, which are an almond shape. Again, just beautiful, really classic, really timeless. And then the rest of the shoe is again skin toned. So it just blends onto my foot and just, again gives me that lengthening effect that I'm always looking for. And then of course it has the bonus of having the block heel as well, which gives me some literal height and again just balances out my overall proportions. I feel like I barely go through a video without talking about these Zara heeled boots. Again, they're a pointed toe style, which is always my preference, but these get bonus points because they are a kind of fitted sock boot style. And what that means is that they narrow me in at the ankle. They create a lovely narrow point at the bottom of my leg. And again, that just makes them really, really flattering to wear. In a very similar vein, these shoes that I got from TK Maxx are again skin coloured. They have a low block heel, which makes them very comfortable to walk in, and they're a pointed toe. And you can see here that they really look very flattering on. They're very cohesive with the outfit, of course, but then they just also give me that leg lengthening and balancing effect that I am always looking for. So when it comes to footwear for petites, I would always recommend pointed toe, skin tone shoes at a very minimum because they always work. If you're enjoying this video so far, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And leave me a comment down below as well. I always love hearing from you. Cropped pieces are great for petites because they create some really pleasing proportions. They lengthen your bottom half by shortening your top half, and you don't even have to show your midriff if you use them with high-waisted pants such as I've done here. So I just have this cropped hoodie here to show you, and you can see that it hits at my waist. It creates a lovely line at my waist, which is a narrow point, and then it allows my leg length to continue all the way down to my heeled boots. It doesn't have to be a hoodie, of course. I think cropped moto jackets, cropped denim jackets also look amazing. Cropped t-shirts, you name it. They all help to create some very, very pleasing proportions, which are really flattering for us petites. What a difference a hemline makes, and you can see that the dress on the right with the longer hemline is a lot more flattering on me than the hemline on the left that cuts me across at the knee. Even though these outfits are really similar tones and I'm wearing the same footwear, the outfit on the right, the longer dress, looks infinitely better on me, and that is because the length is just far more flattering and suited to my frame than the dress that cuts me off at the knee. And I'm going to bring this video full circle by saying that you can see that this dress paired with a long layer, like my trench coat, for example, does look so lovely on. It's very elongating, very flattering. And I really think all long layers are just gold mines for us petites because they do lengthen us out and they always, always look good on us. So that's it for this week, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.